look at the scoreboard. He gets hit a little bit, and they kind of walk it to half court a little bit.
So Blakeney goes to the bench.
Good work by the officials just to control it. A lot of frustration.
1 second difference, shot clock to game clock. VCU fans start the celebration. The Rams, the #1 seed in the Atlantic 10.
Great second half by VCU.
There's going to be time on the clock. And they're going to have to trigger it in to make this official. VCU wins the Atlantic 10 championship. They're going to the NCAA tournament. Rams tough. They lock down Dayton down the stretch and take this one 68-56. VCU is dancing once again. The Atlantic 10 tournament champions. They get the automatic bid. It is now a 9-game winning streak for Mike Rhodes' squad. And they are looking for their first NCAA tournament win under Rhodes, who's in his 6th year guiding this program. The defense of VCU, too much for Dayton. And the Rams are going to the big dance. Dayton led this one by as many as 11, Jimmy. But you could feel the flip switch a bit early in that second half.
Andrew, remember when Kern had that lob dunk on the left side? That kind of got everybody's energy level going. And to your point, they really kind of hung in there and picked it up.
Evan Washburn with an emotional Mike Rhodes.
Coach, congratulations, A10 champions. How did you grab control of this game in the second half?
We just got tougher. We got tougher. That's what we did. We got some rebounds. Brandon Johns became a man, and we found a way around the basket just to be tougher. All the credit to Dayton. They have an awesome coach. They have an awesome program. We had our hands full today, but in the second half we just got tougher.
You described this team as the most special group you've had in 28 years in coaching. I can kind of see it in your eyes. What emotions best describe your feelings right now?
You go through stuff as a program, right? As a coach, as a team, you go through stuff. We were 5-4 and everybody counted us out. How you like us now?
The last time you were in the NCAA tournament, you didn't get a chance to play in the first round.
Yep.
Had to forfeit during COVID. How much has that been on your mind and some of these players' mind that were part of that?
Well, one of our core values is appreciation. And, you know, when we lost that opportunity in the bubble to play an NCAA game, we could never get that back. I just tell these guys, appreciate every moment you have because we went through it. We went through it, and this isn't a given. So let's appreciate it. Let's be humble about it, but let's really appreciate it.
Congratulations,
Thanks so
Mike.
much. Appreciate it.
I'm going to bring in Ace Baldwin here. Ace, you were part of the charge in the second half. What were the conversations amongst the players about taking over in the second half to win this game?
Coach was real big. We wasn't doing our part on defense, and Coach was real big on playing defense. Like, that's not what we do in the first half. So the second half, we just took it upon ourselves and just play defense. And if we don't give up no fouls, nothing, we're going to win the game.
What do people need to know about VCU as you get set for the NCAA tournament?
We're the type of team that's going to make a run. We're not scared of nobody, and we prepare for anybody.
Congrats. Enjoy it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Evan, big smile there from Ace Baldwin right at the end. And Mike mentioned it. 2021, they made the NCAA tournament. Their game was canceled because of COVID protocol, so they never got a chance to participate in the big dance.
Inside College Basketball, presented by Progressive Insurance. Greg Gumbel, Clark Kellogg, Jay Wright, Seth Davis. I don't know much about basketball, but I know if you miss 19 of your last 20 shots, you're not going to win very many games.
That's right. That was some great defense and shot making. You know, when it comes down to games like this, two great defensive teams, somebody just got to make shots. Man.
That's what it comes down to.
They hit threes. Watkins hit big threes.
Yep.
And it was a great performance by VCU. Happy for Mike Rhodes. He's from Pottsville, PA. And he was a Division III National Player of the Year as a player. I didn't see him that emotional when he won the national championship at Lebanon Valley.
Let me ask you this. What does a coach do when your guys just cannot make a basket? When all of a sudden, and you can see one guy going cold, the whole team going cold?
You act like it's okay, and you tell them, keep taking the shots, but inside, you're dying. You're saying, like, we just don't have it. And you try to do things defensively to try to create some easy baskets for yourself.
Yeah, you know, what happened there, not only was it the shot making of VCU, but there were some timely defensive rebounds that Dayton did not get that led to 6 or 8 points at the critical juncture of the game. And when you're shooting it poorly, you can't give the other team extra shots late in the game. And that's what happened. Tough loss for Dayton, but a tremendous effort by VCU.
Definitely.
VCU, one of the great mid-major programs in America. Consistency not only over time, but through a variety of coaching changes from Jeff Capel, DeShaka Smart, Will Wade, Mike Rhodes. And I was very impressed. They get down 11 early in the second half. They didn't panic. They stuck with their identity. And that, I think, is what Coach Rhodes is talking about after the game. We got to know who we are. This is a team that started off, you know, with a bad start.
Yeah, 5-4
to start the season. And it was interesting. I had actually forgotten until Evan Washburn had mentioned it about that they had made the NCAA tournament in 2021, and they were the only team that had a COVID issue and couldn't play in that tournament. The heartbreak that those guys must have felt. So I think that's the emotion. But it was knowing your culture, knowing your identity. Hey, guys, let's just keep guarding, keep grinding, turn this thing around, and boy, did they do that.
As we see them continue to celebrate, Jay, I want to ask you, assess this team now. VCU has won 9 in a row. They shot 56% in the second half. It's a team that is peaking at the right time. They outscored the opposition's bench 17-2.
That's a great point. You mentioned all the criteria that it takes to be successful in March in the NCAA tournament. You got to be able to score. You got to be a good defensive team, but you got to have a bench too, because things happen in the tournament. You get one guy in foul trouble, and if he's vital to your team and you don't have somebody off the bench, you're done. So they've got all the ingredients of a great team, and I'm really happy for Mike Rhodes, as you said. I forgot about that too, that they were the only team that wasn't in that year with COVID.
All right, once again, congrats to the VCU Rams. They win at 68-56.